If you've ever stared at your textbook and felt completely submerged by a wave of foreign terminology, you are experiencing a common hurdle. It is easy to look at a sea of new vocabulary and assume you lack an innate talent for science. Scanning a page often creates a false sense of security. Because you recognize the words, you assume you've mastered the content. This illusion often shatters during exams, contributing to the cycle of stress and anxiety. Exam marks reflect the efficiency of your preparation methods, rather than your biological potential. High scores are simply a product of exactly how well you've trained for the specific format of the final test. Replacing passive reading with a structured 5-step system allows you to decode exactly what examiners are looking for. Anyone can learn to use this logic to secure higher scores. Step 1 requires a change in perspective. Mastering the logic and reasoning behind chemical reactions takes consistent time and repetition. Complex concepts rarely reveal themselves fully during the first encounter. Getting a question wrong provides a necessary data point for your academic progress. These errors highlight exactly which topics require further review. Shifting to a growth mindset, where mistakes are viewed as progress, is the mandatory psychological foundation. Specific study tactics are only effective once you accept that your brain can be trained to handle this complexity. Step 2 involves speaking the examiner's language. Vague descriptions cost points, so you must use precise chemical verbs like react, oxidize, or neutralize. When describing a substance's behavior, writing "it burns" is insufficient. Examiners require you to state that it undergoes a combustion reaction. This breakdown of a chemical equation shows that every number and symbol has a specific name. You must be able to identify reactants, products, coefficients, and state symbols with total accuracy. You also need to distinguish between command words. Describe asks you to identify what is happening, while explain requires you to justify why it is happening. Mixing these up is a common error that leads to lost marks. Mastering this specific vocabulary ensures your answers are calculated proofs that examiners can easily reward. This retention curve demonstrates how human memory discards new information. Without active recall, a significant portion of what you learn is lost within the first 24 hours. Step 3 uses blurting to stop this loss. Set a 10-minute timer and write down everything you know about a topic entirely from memory. Comparing your blurted notes against the textbook acts as a diagnostic tool. This process exposes exactly which core concepts your brain has failed to retain. To secure these concepts, use spaced repetition. This involves revisiting the material on day 1, day 3, and day 7 to strengthen the memory. 15 minutes of active recall and spaced repetition is more effective than hours of passive textbook reading. Step 4 focuses on test application. Attempting full past papers before you are ready can lead to unnecessary panic or a false sense of security. Instead, use a 3-stage strategy. Start with Stage 1, open book, topic-specific questions. This allows you to learn the structural patterns of what examiners actually ask. In Stage 2, move to timed, closed-book topic questions. This applies pressure to your weak spots, training you to recall definitions quickly. Finally, in Stage 3, execute full paper simulations under strict exam conditions. This builds the mental stamina required for the actual test. This tiered progression builds competence gradually, ensuring that nothing on the final exam comes as a surprise. Step 5 ensures you learn from every mistake. A logged error provides more actionable insight for score improvement than a question you guessed correctly. This is an error analysis sheet. Every time you get a practice question wrong, you must record it here. Log the specific topic and the root cause of the failure. For example, identify if you missed a state symbol or misread a command word. Every entry must conclude with the model answer. Extract this directly from the official mark scheme and write it out in full. This log directs your revision toward the exact points being dropped in practice, making your study time much more efficient. You now have a complete system: precise vocabulary, active recall, a tiered paper strategy, and a systematic error log. Choose the one chemistry topic that you currently find the most difficult. As soon as this video ends, set a timer for 10 minutes and perform a blurting session on that topic. Check your work, log the errors, and begin the growth cycle immediately. Changing your preparation method is the only way to change your final results. Mastery of the subject is entirely within your control.